Hi, it's Teacher Melissa, and I've got a quick little tip video here for you today. Now, I don't usually do product endorsements, but I was recommended a product by someone else on a Facebook page with VIP Kid, and it has really made a big difference in my classroom. So I just want to show you my Melissa and Doug set of animal magnets. Right now, these are on Amazon for about 10 bucks. Now, I'm pretty cheap. 10 bucks for a bunch of magnets. And then I looked at all the animals that were on it that I did not currently have in some of my 3D props. Now, I do have a few props, but I keep everything right by my desk. I can just reach over and grab it while I'm teaching. They're all right here. So I don't pull out tons of props for each class. So when I can find some props that I can store in a small compact space, and put them flat like this and slide it right by my on the shelf on my desk, or prop it up behind me or stick it to a magnet board. It's really great to have everything. And these have every just about every animal I needed for so many different lessons. I can do the little guys animal sounds. I can do domestic and wild animals. I can do the unit on how animals help us. Cows give us milk. I can do the lessons on animal body parts. These magnets show very clear body parts. It's really easy to show and point to and trace the trunk of the elephant or the long tail of the monkey or the long neck of the giraffe. So it's really good to show those different body parts. We've got amphibians and reptiles for that unit. Who doesn't want a cute kitty or a dog to show real quick right there? So I use these for so many units. How animals move. A horse gallops. Now, I know you can print off 2D props for most of these, but there is just something about something a little more. I mean, it's not much thicker than a piece of paper, but I like the bright colors and how this looks. I'm also not a fan for my own classroom of printing off props that looks exactly like what the kid's seeing on the screen. I personally do not see any benefit if the prop that I'm holding up is really just a reprint of exactly what's on the VIP Kid screen. So I do like to vary it up like this. Now you can also use these for rewards within the lesson. They can just pick an animal, you can give an award, and oh look, and you can do an extension. How does a horse move? And you can just stick it right up on any magnetic background that you've got there. So that's great so that they're magnets. If you're traveling and you know you're going on the road, all of these magnets just plop down really quickly. They can stay in this, or they can easily just go on a in a pouch, like in a little purse or something, in a little bag, because they all stack on top of each other, really nice and flat. And I know this is going to sound silly, but these two right here are what sold me. Who the heck's got a goat prop laying around? I mean, I've got all kinds of kid toys everywhere for my kids and my grandkids, and I didn't have a goat. And then you've got, Toby the Toad fell into a hole, and the goat said, "What are you doing?" And then Toby got out of the hole and he rode on the goat's back to get home. Who's got a prop for that story? There was a goat and a toad in the kit, and I was sold. So it was perfect. Now, another thing I like to do for rewards for my mid, like upper level twos, threes, all the way up, I'll do this reward and they have to guess the animal. So some of them are pretty easy. I'll hold this up. Sometimes if they've seen the prop before, they'll guess that this is an elephant, but I can just hold it up and give them tips. This is the largest land animal. It lives on a plain. Now, if they're in that landforms unit, they're learning what animals live on what landform. So they might guess. It has a long nose. Oh, elephant, elephant. Yes, you're right. It's an elephant. What is this? They might get trunk, they might say long nose, but now you've got to segue into either teaching them the animal part, or you could teach them an animal part they haven't learned. You could teach them what a tusk is, or it's a review if they've been through that unit before. So you can hold it up and just give hints. Some animals aren't quite as easy when you flip it over. I mean, this could be a bear or a pig or something. It's not quite as easy to tell. So I can say that it has a shell. It's very slow. Depending on if they've been through that fairy tale, folk tale unit, it raced the rabbit and won. So you can hold these up. And I've just grabbed different ones depending on the kit I've got for that day. It's a great last minute reward. If you had a short notice book and it's one of those, a master class, you can use these for just about anything. You've got wild and domestic. Now these are about $10, $9.50 right now on Amazon. Melissa and Doug. I'll put the link below in the comment section so that you can see if these might fit in your budget. Of course, this would be used for your classroom, so you could check with your accountant and see if you can use this as a business expense. More than likely you can, and they're very sturdy. So great item. I've used it nearly every class, especially for the younger ones, but I've got a lot of 3s and 4s that are going through those units with landforms and what kinds of animals and how wild and domestic animals help us in the products that we get from those animals. So this was a great one for all the way up from my very beginning students all the way up through some of those upper levels. So check this out, see if it's something you want to add to your wish list. Bye.